I grew up in a segregated neighborhood in the South, and in the South, in segregated neighborhoods, everyone lived on the same block. People who had a little bit more than other people who had a lot less than others. We played in each other's backyards and each other's homes, and it became apparent to me that some people did have a little less than we had. And then one day, my father, he came home with a wheelchair in the back of his truck. And so now this got my attention. What is this wheelchair doing in the back? We didn't know our family needed a wheelchair, thank God. But the lady across the street did. She had had surgery and she had lost a limb, part of a limb. And my father found this wheelchair and he took it to his shop and cleaned it up. And he took it over to this lady. It just gave her great freedom, and it caused me to pause and say, wow, he really did make a difference in that lady's life. And it was not like we had lots of money to help everyone in the neighborhood, but we did that. When I reflect back on giving, I realize that it was a seed that was planted in me very early. When the Black Giving Circle came along, it was just a natural. It's going to focus on African American and other people of color. And so that's very close to me. I want to make sure that we're helping young people like ourselves. And I've seen what can happen with a little bit of money when we write a check. So multiplying that by hopefully hundreds could really begin to make a difference. We could sit in someone's living room and sort of figure out and stumble through, but because of the Hartford Foundation, there's a roadmap. The challenges are numerous and they affect so many of our children. I think that the school system and the way it's been structured is really helping a lot of our young people in the urban area, African American kids. Then there are those kids who are sort of still left behind. We need to catch them while they're still eager and excited and little sponges and ready to pick up everything. So I'm looking forward to learning more about what actually is happening in the community, and then hopefully looking back on that in a few years and saying, wow, look at where we started and where we are now. So it's a little seed. I'm not a philanthropist in the sense of the word of lots of money to give away, but I do enjoy the joy of giving. I know that I've made myself, and I think I can speak for my husband Jim in saying that we feel that we're doing something to share some of our resources, and that's important. We could be doing a lot of other things, but it really brings us joy to know that we're helping someone else. The best thing, as it turns out, is what we get in return.